And taking the ball for the Mets, Nolan McLean.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Ready for baseball here in New York. Here's Trey Turner.
Trey Turner.
This one in the air, right field, and just foul.
Ball.
In the air, out to center, and it drops in. So a man on base to start the inning.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Bryce Harper in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
No.
Turner gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next offering misses. Ball 3. And there's the automatic. Fouled off left side. Payoff pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. So now with one away and a man at second, JT Realmuto will hit next. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Roberts settles under this one. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Kyle Schwarber.
Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Flying around third is Turner. He scores and they have the lead. The relay to second. He's in there.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Man on second, 2 down. In the dirt, blocked. The 1-1.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Check swing, he held up, and that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
This is Bryson Stott. And that one is lifted in the air. Should be extra bases. And that's the 3rd out. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
That's too low. Ball 2. Way out front for strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. swung underneath it. So changeup that stayed a little bit more
Ball.
on plane than what he was anticipating.
And a ground ball to first. And foul ball. Payoff pitch. And it stays fair. And the tying run is on base.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Juan Soto. This one in the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Ball.
Really nice spot there on that 2-0 to get back in the count. I mean, hitters looking to turn on something, but tough pitch like that, he's just going to take it.
Painter checks over to first, and he's back. Next
Ball.
offering is down low. Ball 3.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Swing and a ground ball. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Bichette up to the dish.
Ball inside.
Right, 2-seamers heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Outside. And a count 2-1. And that one fouled off. Lindor over at second. Soto on at first with nobody out. Inside. And the count is filled up. Line drive. Takes it in for the out. The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
First baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Just
no.
missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Here. Ball too high.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Batting fifth, designated hitter.
Brett Beatty getting ready to hit.
Ball.
2 aboard, 2 outs.
Ball no.
And
Ball,
another
no.
ball. And that'll
Ball
load
4
the bases.
down. Take your base.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Luis Robert now.
High.
Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning.
No, that's a ball.
Close
Ball
one.
2.
Doesn't get the call. 2-1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. He's got it. And that will end the inning. Back here at Citi Field, top of the second, Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. And that one hammered and foul ball. Foul ball there. And
Ball.
it skips in the dirt.
Ball
Really
outside.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That's
Ball.
inside. Ripped to short. And quickly one away in the second. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And here's the rookie center fielder, Justin Crawford. Here goes the runner. Into center. Robert hustling after it. Makes the catch. Chance to double the runner off first. The relay throw. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. Back here in Queens, we head to the bottom of the second. Marcus Semien up now for the Mets. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. That one felt good.
Ha!
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Late on that fastball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now at the plate, Francisco Alvarez. Alvarez in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Ball 1 there.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
This one in the air, center field, and there's 2 down. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Just
No, that's
missed.
the ball.
Tied up here in the early going.
Ball 2.
Usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
That one ripped right center field. Carrying well. Too high. What does that mean, too high? Who cares? It's gone. Francisco Lindor takes it deep. It's their second home run of the inning.
Hook one.
Two down, nobody on. And a
Ball
good eye
1.
there.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. He's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet.
That's strike 3. And on to the third inning. And now for the Phillies, Trey Turner.
Well, these Phillies, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Lindor whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Fouled off. He was late.
That's a ball.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Inside.
Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. JT Realmuto steps in. Fly to center his first time.
Ball 1.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And 1-2. Got him. That's the third out. Bottom of the inning. Stepping in, Bo Bichette.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Swings over the top of that one.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
He's got it. 1 away.
Ball.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Beatty in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes.
Ball.
1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. And ball 4 to aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
And that one fouled off. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 on, 1 out. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Now it's Marcus Semien. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. In the air, right field. And that is that. As we go to the top of the 4th. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch, not close. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Late with the swing there. Into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
To short, could be two. Glove flip to second. Two gone as they hit into their second double play in the first 4 innings. Base is empty after the double play. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies.
Ball one.
Hard hit left side. Handles, throws to first. Inning over. Back here at Citi Field.
Now pitching for
New arm out of the bullpen, Orion Kerkering.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Gets him to chase after that one.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Outside low, and the count is even 2-2. Right side. Harper takes it to the bag. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Just missed. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor digs in now. That's in there. And it's 0-2. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. Didn't go. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in Queens, we go to the top of the 5th. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. Up the middle, and that one handled. Slings to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. On the ground, and that's just foul. The Phillies trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Here's the center fielder, Justin Crawford. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. And the tying run is on base.
High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside. Get that barrel there to meet it just in time.
Runner takes off, pitch outside. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Missed with a changeup. 2 balls, no strikes. And another ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And that's the third out. Ready to go for the last. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Tim Meza.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Here comes the 0-1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Caught looking for the K.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman, Stone, get set.
D-Rod.
What a stop to first, and they get the out. 2 down, bases empty. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. Stop. Sends it to first, and Polanco is out. Back here at Citi Field, all set for the top of the 6th. Bryce Harper taking over on the mound for the Mets, Sean Manaea.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Late swing, foul to the left. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. One up, one down. That one fouled off. Real Muto in his 12th season, 35 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2010. The Phils down by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. That's the 3rd. Bichette whips it to first.
He's out
on a bang-bang play, but he made it close. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Misses the sweeper. And a ball evens the count.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. And that'll do it. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 6th. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss at a slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Now he breaks his bat. And there's one down.
Now pitching for
Jonathan Bolin on a pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Yep.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 outs, base is empty. Marcus Semien, the next to hit. And that one fouled off. Base knock, center field. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Ball.
This one in the air, center field. And that's the inning. Top of inning number 7. And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. To the left side, but it is well foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one's in there, and the count is 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies. Mundo Sosa looking to start something with 1 gone. New pitcher coming on, the veteran Oscar Brazobar.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
This one in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there.
Back to first, and he's saved.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Now, Adolis Garcia. Right through there for a strike. And now the 0-1. Just missed. The Phillies with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease this.
Runner on the go. Tap foul at the plate. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Runner goes again. Pitch inside. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Coming home. He'll score, and they've tied it. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Back-to-back base hits. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
That's the ball.
Stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Ball 2.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at third. 2 down, nobody on. And he takes one right on the black. 3-2 now. Ripped on the ground to second. Inning over. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Breaks his bat, pops it up. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. Too high. What does that mean, too high? Who cares? It's gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. Watch Soto now. They turn things over to the southpaw, Tanner Banks.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ball, no.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And there's one away. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Now a chance for Jorge Polanco. Man at second. That one lifted to left. Marsh on his way over. And there are 2 outs.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder.
Mets going with a pinch hitter. Mark Vientos looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position.
Ball, no.
Climb the ladder with that fastball. And 1-1.
Ball 2.
Just missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter off runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Man on second, 2 down. Out towards right center field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here at Citi Field. For the top of the 8th. Brian Hudson taking over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
That missed by a lot. Ball 1. The Phils down by a pair, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Ball 2.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Pitch misses. Ball 2. The other way, and he beats the shift. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
That's a laser base hit. Around second is Harper. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. He was late there, strike 1. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Real Muto runs. Swing and a pop-up. Base hit left field. In to score from third. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Third baseman, Alex Ball.
And a swing and a miss. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Oh, and he hit
That
him.
hit it.
Up next for Philadelphia, second baseman.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. This one in the air, center field. And this one looks like trouble. Makes the catch, inning over. Back here in Queens. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. First pitch swinging. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And they'll do it again. The 0-2.
Ball 1.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. Foul ball.
Ball.
Line drive, leaps, and he's got it. So up next for New York. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jose Alvarado.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Liner snagged at first. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now for the Phillies, Adolis Garcia. Ground ball up the middle, Simeon. In plenty of time to first. Now one gone in the ninth. To the right side, and it's just foul. That was close. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss. That one is absolutely belted down the line, and it's foul. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Phillies have just 1 out remaining. Justin Crawford will hit next. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Mets trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the ninth. And he hits a ground ball right side. On to first.
Yes, you're out.
And the Mets hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, Brew, I can think of prettier ways to get your first win on the mound in the majors. He'll have some work to do after the blown save, but a win is a win. Congrats to him.